before we start. I was just playing rock, paper, scissors on my computer, and I lost. Please tell me, how the fuck does paper beat rock? I want you to stand there and hold up a piece of paper and let me throw a fucking rock at you and let's see what fucking happens. This game is bullshit. Alright guys, KillStreaks here, and as promised, as told you guys, as soon as I hit 1K, I would be posting another one of these. So let's go ahead and get it started. Today we're playing Search and Destroy on Skidrow, and this is a very old game, so bear with me if I don't really know what's going on. Using the intervention with Sleight of Hand, Stopping Power, and Ninja All Pro. I'm using Claymores, and my secondary is a Rafika. So that's it. We're not talking about gameplay. We don't really talk about that much on my channel here. So to all you new subscribers, I'm so glad that you guys could, have the time to stop by and check out my videos, and I hope you all like them. So let's go ahead and get started with the story. I remember one time I was at McDonald's with a friend, and we're sitting in the corner of the room, and I'm eating my food, and there's this Mexican guy on the other side of the room, and there's only three of us in the lobby. It's me, my friend, and that weird ass Mexican dude. And I'm telling a story, and out the corner of my eye, I just look over at him just to see what's up with him, and I look over and I can see that he has a grill. It's a silver, platinum, whatever you want to call it, colored grill, and he's got this ugly ass rapper looking look on his face, and he's just staring me in the eyes. And the first thing I do is smile, but I don't want to laugh. I don't want to offend him, so I continue on with my story like I never even looked at him, but I'm smiling. So I keep talking, but there's something wrong with any human being that whenever they know they're being watched, they have to look back at them. So like 10, 15 seconds goes by, and I look back, and he's still got that ugly ass look on his face. So I just keep smiling and look back at my friend and continue on with my story. But this time I looked back, I guess, about 5 seconds afterwards, and he's still looking at me. And this time I can't help it. I bust out laughing, and he says to me, "Something funny, tough guy?" And I was like, "Excuse me?" And he says, "You heard me, pretty guy." And I don't know what it is, if it's, you know, his greasy hair, his fake-ass looking grill, his voice, but something triggers a laughter in me from the bottom of my ball sack that just comes up, and I just start laughing hysterically. And then I realize he stands up, and now, that laughter goes away, and I know that this guy is either mentally challenged or he's really serious right now. So after, seeing him start walking towards me, I kind of start realizing that, well, he's not, um, you know, physically fucked, uh, and I'm just trying to, wait and see if it's something mentally, but before he can, before I can realize what's really happening, he's about 2 feet away from me. He stops right there and says, "You ready?" And I look up at him and I'm like, "Ready for what?" He's like, "I'm gonna go El Toro on your ass." And I'm assuming he means fight by this, and, I'm still sitting down, and I had to look up to this man. He is standing next to me, and I thought he was a fairly average-sized man. I looked back down and took a giant bite of my burger, and stood up only to find that this dude is like at least 6 inches above my waist. Now, it's the little things that make me laugh. I was first laughing at his voice, and now as I'm standing here, I'm laughing because all I have to do is hump his face, and my giant ass belt buckle will knock him the fuck out. So I just sit back down and continue eating my burger. I know that this dude's a fucking joke. And he says to me, "That's what I thought, Elton John." Now listen, I understand if you don't like my sunglasses, but that is no reason to call me Elton John. And he's just getting to the point now where I can't ignore him any longer. So I tell him, "Listen here, Speedy Gonzalez. if you don't get the fuck away from me, by the time I count to 5, I'm gonna shove that grill up your ass. And just to make things clear for him, I counted to 5 in Spanish. This motherfucker is still standing here. So the first thing I do is stand up, and this motherfucker shoves me. He shoves me first, and this rage just consumes my body. But I can't hit this guy. I mean, it just, it wouldn't be fair. So the first thing I do is I grab him by the shoulders and I spin him around, and I grab his fucking dirty ass underwear. And I know they're dirty because at this point I'm giving him a wedgie, and these bitches are coated in a layer of brown. Now I'm holding this motherfucker at least a foot off the ground, and all I can do is just talk shit where I've got him. It's like, come on, Carlos Mencia, come on. Are you dun dun dun? And for some odd reason, he's completely changed his mind at this point. And I can remember exactly what he said, because he dropped that accent or whatever it was he had, and started speaking perfect English. He said, "Ooh, stop! Stop! Oh, for the love of God, stop! I can taste the cotton, stop!" And as soon as that happened, the laughter came out again. I told you guys, it's the small things that make me laugh. I lost all my strength. Everything just was gone after that. So I released him, and he made his exit. And the first thing I did was go to the bathroom and wash my hands. And I came back and sat down and just enjoyed my burger. Well, the game's coming to an end. I know this story isn't as good as my others. The only reason I had to tell you guys is because this happened like 2 weeks ago, and I knew that I would probably forget something so simple like this, so I just had to go ahead and tell you now. Final score was 12-3. If you guys enjoy these type of videos, be sure to like it. I was a little rushed because I'm going out tonight, and I wasn't aware I had 1,000 subscribers, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I read all your messages, I read all your comments. I just want you guys to know, you know, how much I appreciate all of you guys supporting me. See you guys next time.